AMR lived in a house with his mother, a younger brother, and a sister, just a few years younger than him. His father had passed away 5 years ago from a heart attack. AMR worked as a legal consultant at a large company in his country and was relatively well off. He supported his mother and siblings after his father's death and had not married yet, as he hadn't found the right girl. One day, after a long and exhausting day at work, he returned home to rest. That night, as he drifted to sleep, he had a strange dream. He saw himself flying through the air, soaring among the clouds, as if the wind was lifting him. Then he descended into a barren desert with nothing but mountains. He began walking until he saw a fire. As he approached, he found a group of strange people wearing odd clothing. He greeted them and asked for help, explaining that he was lost. They signaled for him to sit, watching him silently without speaking. He tried to talk to them, but they did not respond. From a distance, he saw someone approaching, a girl dressed in peculiar attire. As she arrived, everyone greeted her, and it seemed she was their leader. She came closer until AMR could see her clearly. She had an unusual appearance. Her eyes were wide like those of a gazelle, with no white in them. Her body was shaped like a human, except for her legs and feet, which didn't touch the ground, as if the air carried her. She was terrifying, yet there was something beautiful and graceful about her, despite her appearance being the stuff of nightmares. She stared at AMR in silence for a long moment, then turned to her people and said, "This is him. He is the one I have chosen, and today he will become my husband." AMR was shocked by her words and angrily replied, "You decided my fate without even asking for my opinion. How do you know I would agree? And who are you anyway? Who do you think you are?" Everyone looked at him with astonishment and anger, but the strange girl didn't even glance at him. One of the men shouted at AMR in a terrifying voice, raising his hand as if to strike him, "Watch your manners, human." The girl motioned for the man to stop, saying, "That's enough." AMR almost died from fear due to the man's monstrous appearance and intense anger. The girl spoke again, "I will answer your question. My name is Rawaha, queen of the Samakta tribe, and these are my people. I will overlook your foolish behavior, as you don't realize whom you are dealing with." AMR, still confused, responded, "I'm sorry, but I don't understand. Can you explain who you are and what you want?" She said, "We are from the race of Jinn, and I have chosen you to be my husband. I have been following you for a long time, and today I found you suitable." AMR replied, "I object to this marriage. I do not agree to marry you." She responded angrily, "Who said I am waiting for your acceptance or refusal? You belong to me, and my command is what will be carried out." AMR, now furious, shouted, "Listen, you devil. I belong to no one, and you have no authority over me." The Jinniya grew enraged, her eyes turning red like fire, her fury like a volcano. She screamed violently in his face, and AMR's heart nearly stopped from the terror. Suddenly, AMR woke up, screaming in fear and panic, waking everyone in the house. They rushed to his side. His mother approached him. "What's wrong, my son? Are you hurt?" AMR couldn't speak. His body trembled violently, and chills ran through him. He managed to say, "Cold. I feel so cold." His mother wrapped him tightly in a blanket and asked, "What happened?" "You scared me. Was it just a bad dream?" He said, "I don't know, mother. Maybe just a nightmare." She replied, "No, my son, that wasn't just a nightmare. You were screaming and shaking. What kind of nightmare could do this to you?" AMR responded, "I don't know." The day passed, but the dream kept returning to him, night after night. Each night, he refused, and each night, he woke up terrified. One night, before going to sleep, after turning off the lights in his room, he noticed a shadow moving around him. He shivered in fear and said, "Who's there?"